Krispy Kreme is celebrating Broadway's sweet return.
Henry VIII loved them.
He did love them. So they're raising the curtain on this limited edition donut. The Broadway Stars donut, as it's called, goes on sale today through Sunday and only at Krispy Kreme's flagship Times Square store. Turns out that store's celebrating its first anniversary. We remember how excited we were when they opened.
I went there.
I've been there.
Well, you know, like this is like going to a club, like going to Studio 54.
And there is a rope.
There's a rope. There's a rope.
You do have to line up. Yeah.
Please let me in.
We know from firsthand experience. Yeah.
You're picked to
at
go
this
in.
hour.
Well, they've got your picture up on the door. Like, watch for these two. Watch for these two. All right. We've got some light rain, some drizzle out there too.
An actual partial suspension here?
Yes, on subways, we just had some updates come in. So one train's there delayed in both directions, but you also have no northbound service after trains continue to bypass the Bridgewater station.
Thanks so much. It's 5:27 right now. Still ahead, our top stories, including this.
The 17th, I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Lauren Scala is here looking at your Friday commute to work. And Maria LaRosa is looking at that forecast that we all want to know about because it's the weekend.
It's the weekend. We just have one more sort of dreary gray day. But let's get you started tracking some light showers too. And the key word this morning is light, and they're drifting off.
Things are still moving along nicely out there on the road. Everyone really starts moving in the 6 o'clock hour. So right now, if you have to leave, you're in for a pretty nice drive. VIDS Highway remains closed with an accident with down wires between 5th Avenue and 13th Avenue on Long Island. But while we're here, LIE, Sunrise Highway, Southern State, all the major roadways are clear. Heading over to delays because of construction in New Jersey. They're out there northbound on 1 and 9 heading into Avenel Street. They should wrap that up shortly, though. Michael, over to you.
Warren, thank you very much. Are going on the attack.
And it's cleared, so now you have delays in both directions on the 1 and the L, but that is better than a suspension. Heading over to the major commuter rail lines, everything looks good, on or close to schedule. Headed the roads, here's the Gowanus Expressway, where it's getting a little more crowded out there, but things are still moving along nicely past the Belt Merge up through Industry City and Sunset Park. You are watching Today in New York. Not too much. We'll enjoy it while we can. More and more people are getting out there on the roads, and we still have one accident closure in Suffolk County. VIDS Highway remains closed in both directions between 5th Avenue and 13th Avenue in the Bohemia area. This is all because of an accident that involves some down wires. So, again, that's the spot to avoid. We'll take a live look outside at the spots that are starting to slow down, like the LIE in Queens. Minor delays westbound out by exit 19, pretty typical for this hour. Then heading over to the Lincoln Tunnel on the inbound side. Things still moving along nicely around the helix into the tolls. No delays inbound or outbound at any of your Hudson River crossings. And then finally heading over to the Cross Bronx. Here's options, although delays are starting to build westbound on the Bruckner heading into the same area, so out by the Bronx River Parkway. Alternate side of the street, parking rules, meter rules, they are both in effect. Darlene, back to you.
Thanks so much, Lauren. 5 feet, so that's a wonderful.
And left without homes, without cars that can't work and stuff like that. So that's great.
All right.
What's happening there, Maria?
All right, we have some of the low cloudiness that you were pointing out.
I accurately pointed out.
You did. Very accurate. And
the subways right now, there are delays in both directions for NYc ferry commuters.
Okay, Warren, thanks very much. No trick now. The treat of an annual Halloween parade. It's being canceled in a Game Fish Association so we can formally secure a record catch title. That's a big fish.
That's a big fish. All right, it's 5:57 right now. Still to come. Curtains up. The celebration of Broadway kicking off today.
Also,
early start to the day. Sun is on the way, though. Storm Team 4 tracking all of it for us. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's September 17th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Lauren Scala's here watching our roads and rails, and Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with the forecast. Drizzly, yet a surprise return of the sun.
Oh, I feel like I need dramatic
Broadway's
music.
back, Maria.
And scene. Yes, a dramatic return of.
Thank you.
We got our chimes in there. I love it. Let's get you started. No return of the sun, at least not right now. Well, also because it rises in about half an hour.
Our maps is no good. Green on my maps is very good. And there's plenty of it still out there, although delays are starting to build where we typically see them at this hour. You still have an accident that shuts down VIDS Highway, though, in Suffolk County on the Bohemia area. It's closed in both directions between 5th Avenue and 13th Avenue. And then heading over to the Gowanus Expressway, here's a live look at it in Sunset Park. So as you make your way through Industry City, as you move inbound because of that traffic pattern at Atlantic Avenue on the BQE, delays are starting to build now. And you also have delays out there on the 2, 3, and L trains. Darlene, back to you.
Lauren, thanks so much.
If you are getting on the subways, there are delays out there on the 2, 3, and L lines. And then the major commuter rail lines look good this morning. Raritan Valley Line trains continue to bypass the Bridgewater station. We'll take a live look outside at the roads if you're headed. And then there are a couple of accidents. So Vets Highway remains closed in the Bohemia area. That's in both directions between 5th Avenue and 13th Avenue. That accident's been out there for hours and involves down wires in the roadway. Heading over to the LIE westbound, you have the HOV lane blocked heading into exit 51, Deer Park Avenue. Delays aren't too bad out there. And then we'll take a live look outside at the Belt Parkway over to the Belt Parkway. Things are starting to slow down out there westbound heading into Lefferts Boulevard, and finally heading over to the Holland Tunnel. Really very minor delays inbound. George Washington Bridge has the heaviest delay, and that's only at 15 minutes. Alternate side of the street parking rules, meter rules, they are both in effect. Darlene, back to you.
Lauren, thank you.
It's a trade-off. We like less accidents, but it takes you longer to get to work. Anyway, we're going to start with the subways. If you're getting in pretty good shape.
Okay, and we have more subway changes too, because if you take the D train.
Alerts for you on this Friday morning, and Storm Team 4's Marie LaRose is here with the Friday forecast.
Hours 2. Let's show you radar first, and what we're picking up, putting down you can see it's mainly the light to a little bit of a dark rails. What's going on, Lauren?
Well, let's take a look at the maps here. You can see they're getting colorful, of course, in the spots where we typically see the BQE and the new traffic zone, the LIE westbound heading into exit 19. There is an accident. New Jersey roads look good, by the way, but on 287 northbound heading into exit 57, Skyline Drive, there is an accident there, so you have some delays. And then heading out Gation, that's likely going to be out there for a while. The roadway is closed in both directions out between 5th Avenue and 13th Ave. Again, that's a spot to avoid. Michael, over to you.
Lauren, thank you very much. Now to that new.
Your maps.
Congested roads out there for sure, but we're going to talk about some of the accidents and incidents out there. There's an overhyped vehicle on the Taconic right now southbound out by Route 301 that is getting backed off the roadway, so you can see the delays getting into that. Then heading over to New Jersey, 287 northbound out by Skyline Drive, you have a crash here. Delays are building very quickly, so avoid this or leave yourself some extra time. I'm still trying to get some details on that. Then heading over to the Cross Bronx Expressway, they're eastbound out by Woodhaven Boulevard, exit 19. But look at those westbound delays getting into the area, just a lot of congestion. And then also on the Jackie Robinson Parkway, reports of an accident just came in eastbound out by Forest Park Drive, so by exit 4. And you could see based on the traffic flows there being red, it's very slow going. Alternate side of the street parking rules, meter rules, they're back in effect today. Michael, back to you.
All right, Lauren, thanks very much. In Connecticut. Apply to the commute, though, Lauren.
All the fun starts at noon.
There's a vehicle fire out there causing big delays.
Thanks so much.
All right. We have some spotty showers out there now. A lot of to wrap up the week.
All right, Maria, thank you so much. Stay with us. We'll have local news updates every 30 minutes throughout the morning, and the Today Show is next.
That's what's happening today in New York.
And the east subway lines and 287 northbound fully shut down at exit 57 Skyline Drive. This is with the vehicle fire. Delays are extensive. Avoid the area. Then on the Garden State Parkway northbound, you have a crash at exit 137 causing delays. You also have one out there that takes out 2 lanes on the LIE eastbound out by Woodhaven Boulevard. Westbound delays with congestion are way worse. You can see things are really backed up getting into the way. Darlene.
Westbound delays with congestion are way worse. You can see things are really backed up getting into the quay. Westbound delays with congestion are way worse. You can see things are really backed up getting into the quay.
Get your tickets today.
The show.
Thanks, Darlene. Let's stay with the topic of subways. There are delays and service changes out there on the AC, F, and G lines. And if you're getting on the roads, there's an overturned truck on the ramp coming off the northbound New Jersey Turnpike to exit 13, the Goethals Bridge. So you have delays in the car and the truck lanes. Then heading over to the GW Bridge, heaviest of your Hudson River crossings. It's about 35 minutes inbound. And over on the Cross Bronx Expressway, southbound or westbound approaching the Bronx River Parkway, you still have a stalled school bus out there. You have a crash on the Bruckner westbound out by White Plains Road. One on the LIE eastbound heading into Woodhaven Boulevard.
Role of Earl in that musical. Last year, he died from complications. There's Lauren Scala.
Thanks, Darlene. There are delays out there on the 3C and G subway lines, and you have an accident on the LIE westbound by exit 57.